Hi, this is Forrest. We're here in the Ciro garage. Today we're going to be installing the winglets. These come in both chrome and black, and that comes in the kit the extension wires, some Ys, zip ties, and this is a pretty quick and easy install. We'll get to the bike, I'll clean the bike, prep it, get the seat off, and we'll get into the install. Okay, before we install these, we've already got the Commander installed in the bike, and you can see our other film to see how to install that. Should be a link at the bottom of the page here. And we're going to plug in both the little extension harness and the lights to make sure that everything works correctly first. We'll turn them on, everything comes on, try the signals. We want to make sure everything is all functional before we start sticking stuff on. Okay, we've got the bike all cleaned up, and what we're going to do is we want to make sure that these are going to go right here ahead of these deflectors. So you want to put the deflector up, and you want this to go like right ahead of that deflector. Give it about between 1/8 and 1/4 inch. And there's kind of a little lip here on the bottom. Put that along the bottom side of the fairing, and right about there is where it'll go. And then we'll peel these adhesive strips off, and then we'll stick it to the bike. Once these are stuck on, there's two different ways to wire it. You can either take the wire and run it up into the fairing if you have other accessories and just hook it into one of the Ys into the fairing, or you can run a wire all the way back underneath the seat to the standard wiring adapter or the Commander, whichever you choose, but that's running the wire right back up under the tank. We'll show you how to do that right now. First thing we want to do to be able to fish the wires up to the front is remove these two bolts here that hold the tank in the rear. And you can do this with either a Torx head or a wrench. They conveniently make it good for both. Now that the two back bolts are out, we want to take the two front bolts out. There's a little rubber piece that you remove, this little rubber cover that you remove over the front take bolt, and then we just take this bolt out of here. Do this on both sides, and then we'll drop the hoist a little bit and be able to lift the tank to be able to fish the wires underneath and run them back to the back of the bike. Now we're going to want to fish the wire underneath the tank. We want to make sure that the male end goes towards the rear and the female end is towards the front of the bike. I'm going to go get Chris, and then we'll lift the tank up. I'll have him help me lift the tank up, and we'll fish the wire underneath. Set it back down. Now we're going to do that on both sides. It basically, we're just going to get both wires run underneath the tank, and then we'll be able to plug everything in. Now we've run the wire on both sides. We're going to plug it in up here in the front and plug it into the back here, and then we're going to test it to make sure everything's in good shape. Light comes on, we're good to go. We're going to now zip tie the wires out of the way and put the bolts back into the tank, and check the white on the other side. Yep, it's good, and we'll button the bike back up. Okay, we've got the tank back on, the seat on, all the wires zip tied up and out of the way where they belong. And that's all there is to the installation on the winglets. It's a pretty quick and easy install, and this is Forrest. Oh, you know, if you're looking for any other information, see Ciro3D.com or go to your local Ciro dealer. And that's all there is to it. This is Forrest. We'll see you down the road.